doing really good with the worker empire. Super happy with that, and took a lot of research and min-maxing to get that there, but it was fun. And now with all this
min-maxing AFK is crazy. Are you kidding me? Everyone min-maxes their AFK in BDO. Like literally right now, this is the gameplay loop. This isn't even AFK. This is the game. He is simply min-maxing the game right now. Please understand that the majority of Black Desert Online's player base currently is Pansy. I am the AFK king of BDO. All right, let's see. We haven't seen a Pansy video in a while.
I am now the undisputed AFK king of BDO. Okay, I'm probably not making the most amount of AFK money, but I make a fair bit. I mean, this year...
Dude, standing on the Velia beach, you're not making the most money. There is no way. I refuse to believe it. Probably, honestly, the most money enjoyers might be Tigris, because the fewest amount of people want to go out there. I don't think it's exhausted at Tigris Island.
Alone through fishing, I made close to 200 bill. Now I spent a lot of that money just for funsies, you know, got to play the game right. Initially thought that I was just going to AFK and let my cash stack up the entire year and get 1 trillion silver, but then I would be like, you know, painting myself into a corner there where I have to be on top of the AFKing, because I probably missed about 3 weeks of AFKing this year, and I'm okay with that. I like it to be that way.
You missed 3 weeks of AFKing? Homie, that's like 25 billion. What are you doing? What, did you turn your computer off like a... What happened?
So I had the flexibility. If I don't feel like doing something, I don't do it, right? So, but anyway, like the way the game's playing for me right now, you know, I AFK a lot. I do AFK fishing, but that's not all. I have a little system going.
Dude, that... Tell me that BDO is shit without telling me that BDO is shit. And it's funny because I'm actually having a lot of fun with the game right now, but that's because I'm playing Scholar. Also, RBF is kind of fun. But clearly, that doesn't appeal to him. Also, we're twinning on the shirt right now. But like, he's like, yeah, this is what my gameplay loop of BDO looks like. I'm just AFK all the time. Like, okay, yep.
I do my farming. It's right here. I take my character, go do my farming. I go to Alliston, turn in my energy.
I'll be honest with you. Do you know the base take? Just let your farms expire and keep fishing. That way you don't have to worry about your farms anymore, and you can just let your character AFK without it being on your conscience. You know what I mean? You're not encouraged to walk down to the computer for any reason because your character will just keep fishing no matter what, so you're good. You know what I mean? You got to worry about farming. It's annoying. You know,
4 energy pots. I mean, I wasn't doing that before. I was working on my worker empire, but my worker empire is now like almost done. There's probably
what?
Worker empire, but my worker empire is now like almost done. There's probably one more town I kind of wanted to.
No, it is not. I'm like, there's no shot, bro. He's got a level 1 professional giant. Professional. Level 2 skilled workers. What are we talking about? 131 rookie numbers. I would bet that myself and Pansy have some of the largest worker empires in the game. He might have more than me. Hold on. How many do I have? I have 124. Right. These are my farming workers that I have very recently just decided that I don't care. So they're just kind of idle right now. But for the most part, everybody outside of the farming workers, which I haven't moved yet, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's one. I have one. Everybody's got a job except for my who is down here, who also has a job. There's my. Yeah, he's failed all 3 promotions. He's low IQ, special education, dokebi. But hey, we're gonna figure it out. You know, he's doing his best, right? He's getting there. He's doing his best. But I would say that if you're over 100 workers, your worker empire is top 1%. So yeah, his worker empire is crazy good.
I kind of want to develop, that's going to be on the eastern side of Lamo, but pretty much every other major town that I care about is done. I mean, like,
Dude, he doesn't even have his palace running. This dude has 146 workers and there's no palace running.
I'll let you guys know in detail exactly how my worker empire is built and all the nodes and the workers and all that stuff. Keep following, keep watching my channel.
He has good he does have a good worker empire guide. I do too. We both have good worker empire guides.
That should come out soon. But man, my worker empire is so stacked now. I'm estimating about 400 to 450 mil a day from the worker empire.
I'd say that's about right.
Probably a little bit more if I'm counting the Royal Workshop. I'm not exactly sure. I need to.
Okay, so he does have Royal Workshop. And I want to be clear, I personally think the Royal Workshop is kind of ass. It was hype when it came out, but it's actually just not very good.
Waiting for all my workers to be.
I don't I'm like, dude, I'm using 8 or 9 workers for this. Would it be better to just be bringing in durable node shit? I don't know, man.
Level 40, and I'm like, I've been slowly, my older workers, they've been pretty much min-maxed except for 1 skill each for the most part, where I just sit and reroll whenever I'm feeling bored and need.
Oh yeah, so his worker empire is way better than mine because I don't even bother with the skills. Do you guys bother with the skills? No, you don't.
Some dopamine.
I used to bother with the skills. Now I know how they work. I'm just too lazy.
Like this.
I don't care.
But
I don't give a shit.
For the most part, most of my workers
I don't care, bro.
seriously buff. I am doing really good with the worker empire. Super happy with that, and took a lot of research and min-maxing to get that there, but it was fun. And now with all this
Min-maxing AFK is crazy. Are you kidding me? Everyone min-maxes their AFK in BDO. Literally right now, this is the gameplay loop. This isn't even AFK. This is the game. He is simply min-maxing the game right now. Please understand that the majority of Black Desert Online's player base currently is Pansy. He literally said at the beginning of the video, he only AFK fishes for the most part, right? If I go to the Steam charts, how much of these numbers do you think are actually... How much of these numbers do you think are actually active players that are not AFK fishing? Maybe a third, right? The majority of players are AFK, right? They're just not at their computers and they're logged in AFK fishing. And that's fine, right? But you can't make fun of someone for min-maxing their AFK when he speaks for the majority of the player base. That's it, bro.
changes they've done in the past few months with the worker empire, it's much easier to build it up. If you've never touched a town, within 1 week you can have all artisan workers, so of the types you want. So it's pretty good. It's definitely something you can do on the side just to kill some time.
It is. He's right. It's way easier now.
AFK fishing is what I do. Little other AFK activities. I've been experimenting with a few things as well. Cash stack right now, it's 120 bill. It was much higher, but I spent over 50 bill on modernizing my gear. I think I probably spent 60 to 70 bill. I turned all my
on modernizing my gear. He turned his accessories into Karazad. I guarantee you, he was like, I should probably get Karazad, bro. I can't tell you how many people are AFK fishing still that are on the PvP scene that are still running with pen crescents and shit. Because they just can't be guys. They still have not converted. They've got extra black stars. All they got to do is go make their sovereign weapon. They don't care. They just haven't done it. Can we talk about his farmer? Can we? What's happening right now? What are these player pictures? Wait, what? What the is that? Some why is her mouth so low, bro? It's crazy. And then you have Little Red Riding Hood. The farmer looks so dented, bro. And then I don't know how, but the Nova, that Nova looks like she a little too young. You know what I'm saying? That you zoomed out way too far. You zoomed out way too far.
my Debos into Tet Debos into Karazads, which I regret doing. I wish I just kept the Debos and saved up for pen Debos, but too late for that. Got scammed.
It's actually true. If all you do is AFK fish in BDO and you don't play the game at all, you should not convert your to Karazhan. Unironically, you should literally keep the old shit. I don't care if you have pen composure. What you do is you just AFK fish until you can buy a pen Debo, get the pen Debo, make it a new Karazhan, and put it on. And then you just do that for every single slot. That's why he regrets it. It's because he's not actually playing the game at all.
You know, I got my sovereigns to try and pen.
Damn. You got okay.
And it's nothing crazy, but you got 330 AP. Maybe I'll do some Dolans too.
This dude got 330 AP. Hasn't played the game at all in the last few months. I pitied my Hex belt, by the way. Pitied my Hex belt to get to 330. He's like, oh yeah, I haven't really played in the last like 8 months, but yeah, casual 330, whatever.
Or something sometime.
I'm pissed.
But
I'm pissed.
We play a little, you know, just doing it for fun. But here's the plan going forward. I mean, like, I just want to be free. I don't want to be, you know, I've always felt that because my channel was all guides for BDO and only BDO. I always felt like stuck in that category. And I like the game, but right now, I don't feel that joy when I'm progressing the gear. It's all Cronstone big.
Homie, just say it. Just say it. I like the game, but right now, I don't like the game. Okay? It's fair. It's a fair statement to make. He's 100% right? Like, the reason I'm enjoying the game is because the new RBF is fun. And that'll be fun for a while, and then it'll get old, and I won't do it anymore. But I also like Scholar, and I'm having a lot of fun with Scholar. And the only enjoyment that somebody asked me yesterday while I was grinding, what are you grinding for? And I was like, so that I can hit stuff with my hammers. And they were like, no, what gear? And I was like, so that I can hit stuff with my hand. I don't have a gear goal in mind. I don't really care. I hit a Wailing Fallen God later that day. And I was like, oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was badass, right? It's so cool to hit the Wailing Fallen God like that. And I was carried on it too. I had like tip 13 or something. Really good. Either way, I wasn't grinding for Wailing Fallen God, right? I was grinding because I was just enjoying playing the Scholar, and that was fun. The gear, I don't know. I just feel like it's just going to come with time because I'm AFK fishing, and eventually I'll just have all the gear and it won't matter. Like, that's my position on it. Why put forth all the effort when I will just get there with AFK fishing? It'll just take a little longer. You know what I'm saying? And you could say that it was that case before, but it really wasn't. The amount of AFK money that you're making in the game now is about 10x what it was a year ago. 10x, right? So like, I'm just like, so like, wait a minute. What if I just like AFK fish until the ball comes around and they give me like 10,000 Cronstones, another T10 horse, and 2 more pen Black Stars? And then I just don't have to do anything. And then I just spend all the money on upgrading my Karazhan. And I think that everybody else has kind of come to like the same subconscious realization that like they make a lot of money AFK, and the Cronstone grind is so tremendously brutal that it's really just doesn't really motivate you to get on and actually actively grind. Ironically enough, AFK activities make so much more than active activities. The difference is not worth logging in for. And I think a lot of players are like actually playing the game for. And I think a lot of players agree on that.
Based and like even life skill gear now.
How much do AFK fishers make? I can speak for myself. I make about if I were to AFK for 24 full hours, I make about 1.1 to 1.2 bill. Okay. If I AFK for 8 hours, it depends. I would say that 8 hours is 600 to 700 mil or so, roughly. Unless you get a prize fish, which happens. I didn't get a prize fish for almost a month. Then I got 2 back to back, day after day. And if I got a prize fish, I made 4.5 bill that day. So I made 9 bill in 2 days AFK fishing. And those were 8-hour AFK fishing, right? So like, again, like literally note took one look at it. He's like, all right, this. I'm AFK fishing now. How do I set this shit up? Like that's how it is, man. That's how it is. Like literally 9 billion in 2 days. Now, you don't get a prize fish every night. You do have to factor it in because you get them like once every week to 2 weeks normally. And it's an extra few billion on top of the billions that you're making AFK as it is. Like people just, when the average player plays less, like the average player probably grinds less than 2 hours a day, right? And so in their mind, it's like, let's see, I can AFK fish all day and make like 1.1, 1.2, or I can actively grind and make like 2.5 bill. Well, I'm just going to get there with the AFK-ness and then the failing won't hurt so badly. You're right. They still love BDO, but the gameplay loop is not as strong as it is supposed to be, in my opinion. Right?
I was cronstone based. I really didn't work on my life skill gear. I only got my Manos.
2.5 bill for 2 hours on an average player is high. I would agree, but I was trying to like oversell it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to like oversell it. As an end game player myself, I can make 2 bill an hour probably. Grinding. Maybe 3 if I got like really lucky at like Golden Pig Cave or Dark Seekers or whatever. But like normal players don't have that kind of gear and can't do that. So
I shared a pen and I think I got a ladle to Tet, but I really didn't work on it, man. But the whole cronstone system sucks.
Oh, I still don't have a fishing chair. I forgot. I still got to do that.
And it doesn't
homie has a Penn Meadows fishing chair is crazy.
Feel as joyful. So like like a couple weeks ago, I just felt like, you know what, I want to YOLO some gear. So that, you know, I spent like 50-60 bill getting the Essence of Dawn and just tap my Charizards. It was fun.
Yeah, dude, I gotta like, dude, I keep forgetting to do the daily. I've only done the daily once. I have to do the daily 2 more days. It's annoying. I have to go actively fish. It's way different.
You know, just a little bit of dopamine here and there, but I didn't feel the need to like burn my.
It's not a daily, it's a repeatable. You need to understand that the pace that I'm doing it at makes it a daily. Are we on the same page now?
Entire cash stack, you know what I mean? I could and make good progress, but
like I'm mentally exhausted after doing the quest once, bro. I don't want to do it again. I'll mentally recharge. I'll come back in like 3 days. I'll get it again.
The way the game is right now, I don't feel the compulsion to do so, and I don't feel like that's the way I want to play.
Isn't it AFK? Then I'm not min-maxing my AFK-ness.
Right now, I just want to do my thing. I'm AFKing a lot, you know?
Just let me live in my world!
Hopefully, a lot of people found some use in my content, teaching you guys how to AFK fish efficiently. Hope that helped out, but you know, that's what I do. I'm here in Valia now just because I like to do my farming. I like to be close to the well, just so I don't waste too much time running back and forth. I want to minimize the amount of time I have to actively play.
My God, dude, it's so... All I can do is laugh. All I can do is laugh, dude, because that is literally the state of Black Desert Online. That's so depressing. That is true. That statement right there. Roll that back. Listen to this one more time.
I like to be close to the well, just so I don't waste too much time running back and forth. I want to minimize the amount of time I have to actively play.
That's bad, guys. That means the game is not in a super great spot. Like the reason that everybody's AFK fishing is because the game is not like, we all have hope. We're all on the hopium hype train that the game could be everything that we want it to be. But right now, the active gameplay loop is shit. Okay? It's ass. Trying to grind for your Charizard and get all the cronstones, it's not worth pushing it. At best, what you're doing is you're like, oh, I'm making 2.5 billion silver an hour. Okay, right? Versus the bill an hour that you're going to make AFK fishing. All right? Or the bill, 1 bill a day, right? Like, oh, well, I can go grind for 1 hour a day, which is what most players are willing to put in. Most players are not going to grind over about 1 to 2 hours a day. Let's say they did, we'll say they did 2.5 bill for the day, 2.5 bill a day. And it took them 2 hours of active playtime to do that. Or they could have just done 1 bill and just been AFK all the time, right? All the time. And the brutal part of this is that if you grind this much, the problem is you end up with a surplus of silver. Okay, so although you've grinded for extra silver, you can't snipe outfits off the market like quickly. So you end up having to spend that money on the blacksmith cronstones, which literally grief you, which means you make less silver per day than you actually think you did. So you're overworking yourself by like 3 times to get like a marginal amount of actual progress over what you would if you just AFK'd. Like, that's the problem with the cron system. That's why nobody wants to play the game right now. Like, and yeah, if you're on EU, you're hard. Like, you're just like, okay, well, I can't get any outfits off the central marketplace, right? So it's a little bit better for them because 1 bill AFK, and then if they grind, well, both of them are buying all of the cron stones from the vendor, and that just sucks, period. But like, this is for an NA player. Like, you might grind for 2.5 bill in a day, but effectively you made 1.8, right? And it's just, why play the game for 2 hours when you just could just not and get close to the same progress, you know? Like you really have to overextend, right? Like, people like Choice that grind for like 10 hours a day. Yeah, they see exceptional progress, but let's be honest, if Choice puts in 10 hours, he's really only getting 4 hours of like real progress done. Because again, like, he ends up with a surplus of silver, and he's time gated by cronstones for basically everything that he does. And he doesn't really want to buy cronstones from the vendor, so he snipes them off the market, right? Like, that's not a good gameplay loop. And I think that a lot of players have come to this subconscious realization, and that's not a good thing, guys. It's not a good spot for BDO to be in. I'm having fun with BDO because I'm playing Scholar. But again, I'm not grinding because I want to get gear, or that I want a PvP, or I want to even get to the end game PvE. I'm grinding because I'm just playing different classes. That's totally different, and it's a lot less people are going to be able to motivate like that, is my point. So, yeah. While
making profit. I like seeing that I get like...
Yeah, you can let me know what you think about it in the comments, but as you scroll down, believe it or not, there's like there's like this weird like thing. Like the video. Okay. I've decided to start working in like plugs in my YouTube videos, like partway through the video, because I feel like it will help the engagement on the video. Believe it or not, it does help. Hit the like button. I did twice now. Anyway.
You know, over 3 bill silver every day. I'm doing my Imperial cooking turn-ins too, so it's a little bit more cash. I like that. And I don't feel the need to grind. And, you know, for 3 bill a day, I have to grind like 1 to 2 hours a day, right? Which... that's work, which I don't want to do, and I don't have the time to do. I'm a father.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't want to do it, bro. What up, Blonde? How you doing, buddy? You know, when I see Blonde in my chat, do you know I'm like trained like a dog, like Pavlov's dog. I immediately look at the clock. I'm like, am I supposed to be at the podcast right now? Because I'm never in my chat unless I have to be at the podcast, bro. Doesn't happen.
All right. So work full time. I got other things I do on the side hustles and shit. It's like, it's no time, man, no time.
Blonde Ross is crazy.
But I am trying to get back into my content. But, you know, in the beginning of the year, I was going to hit the ground running, but then I got sick back to back 4 times. You can't probably see it on this, but I got like the skin peeling off my fingertips because I had a bunch of blisters on my hands, and I'm all good now, but that's all.
That's what happens when you goon too much.
All falling out is... it's just back-to-back shit, and
we've all been there.
The immune system definitely took a hit because I just kept getting sick back-to-back, and it's like, oh my god, worst timing. Like every time I'm like, yo, let's go hard, let's do this, and it's like, that's what happens. But you know, is what it is. We'll get back on it. It's fine. But yeah, in other news in BDO, like they did that stupid hardcore mode, which I...
Man, this is the first time I've heard Pansy actually make content in a while now. I love Pansy, and he's one of our YouTubers. He's one of our YouTubers that used to make super consistent content for BDO. The fact that he's not making content for BDO right now says two things. One, he's not making enough money off the content for it to be viable, like financially as a father, right? And number two, he's not having fun with the game. Why do content creators stop making content for BDO? They're not having fun with the game. That's simple.
I was excited for it in the beginning, but then it's like, I don't know how to play any of those classes. Why couldn't I play Mystic, man? Come on.
Yep.
You know? Unfortunately.
Look at that. Pansy has the same take as literally everybody else. And do you know if the guys, you think the devs are going to listen to Pansy? You think they're going to implement all of the classes of the game? No, I don't think that they will. I think that they're going to do whatever they want regardless because they think that they are superior human beings genetically. And that we don't know what we're talking about. But don't worry, we play the game more than you.
Fortunate. These guys really need to make a different game mode. Like, you know, lately you see some people playing like Iron Man mode, right? I come from Runes.
You, first of all, for the end of that statement. Also, that's all there is. That's how brutal the end game loop in BDO is. All of our content creators are like doing Iron Mans and hardcores, right? You have fake uni and a bunch of creators doing his hardcore thing. You have like 4 content creators doing Iron Mans, and everyone else is just trying to avoid grinding so that they can AFK, right? Like it's not good, bro. You can see it in the content creators too. We're exhausted, bro. Like they've just destroyed the gameplay loop that we found so fun about the game. RuneScape, dude. I can't wait to get in call with Blonde in 10 minutes and just rage out over it.
RuneScape. So in RuneScape's Iron Man mode, there's an entire background to it. I mean, like, RuneScape is a game that's based on achievements. No mmorpg is gonna respect your time, but RuneScape respects your achievements, and those achievements are what made Iron Man difficult and respected. Like, you have to solo a bunch of bosses and stuff to farm your gear. You got to literally beat your gear out of a boss.
Pansy, you have a 4090 in your computer. Stop playing RuneScape.
I was like, yeah, these like bandos and God Wars dungeon and stuff. It's like, you know, it takes skill to do that. It's difficult. It's not easy. Whereas if I'm comparing it to BDO, BDO is one of those games where it's just time. Just time. Get silver, you know, buy cron stones, rip it, you know,
No,
just
stop.
tap.
Stop. Do you not just tell me that RuneScape is better than BDO? It's not. It's not. Stop. BDO is better in every conceivable way. Like, stop it. Stop pretending. The only reason people play RuneScape is because they're old. Okay. And they just want to go back for the nostalgia and the long-term grind. And it's something that they're comfortable with, that they know, right? And that they remember fondly in their head. It's just like World of Warcraft. It's just like World of Warcraft. All right. It is not better than BDO in any way. I don't care.
So it doesn't
I don't give a shit.
have the same value to it. So, you know, but I think they can do something good if they make a new game mode, but they need someone like me to design it, not this hardcore mode that they spun up. It's better than nothing. I mean, give PvP or something to do. I'm happy for that. Just the execution, a bit poor. Oh well. In other news, man, you know, I'm gonna be busy again real soon. I'm gonna be moving one more time, and hopefully I never have to move again, not for at least 5-6 years. But
I'm not moving.
We'll get back into things.
I'm not leaving.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, you know, the usual. But I'll get you guys some informational content pretty soon. I'll let you guys
love these videos.
take a look at my worker empire and see if that helps you guys out. Hopefully it does. It's pretty stacked. I'm super excited for that one, the way that turned out. Time worth investing there. But yeah, otherwise I play a lot of different games this year.
I'm not leaving. True.
I've been back on RuneScape for the past couple of weeks. Got some levels going again. Closing in on.
But WoW has better PvP. Asmongold alt account confirmed. I think the classic WoW has better combat than BDO. Oh no, he's. I love Asmon. That was nuts. I love watching Asmon. That shit was crazy. He's not often wrong, but when he is.
Found the 2200 total level, you know, got 96 rune crafting, got some fire making levels because I hate fire making, but you know, it's total levels right there. Got another fishing level, 93 fishing or something, you know. Not too long ago, I got a fishing pet too, so you know, we're making progress there, slowly inching our way to maxing. I think I can max this year quite comfortably if I played consistently, but I usually play for like a month or two and then hop onto something else. That's how I am usually. I'm a variety gamer at the end of the day. I love BDO, but you know, it's a far cry from the glory days. I think until 2001, it was like, you know, I was on the right track, and then they got this idea.
Asmund just wants to hit 1 through 3, 4. He's incapable of doing anything else. That's not true at all. He's an incredibly good Dark Souls player. He's actually good at video games. He's not like the best video gamer, but he's really good, right? Soda's really good. Soda's the best in OTK probably, although Asmund's not in OTK anymore. But like, he's pretty good. He's pretty good, but like there's a difference between wanting to play something like Dark Souls and wanting to play something like BDO. BDO is more of a fighting game where you have combos and like action combat and things like that. A lot more button presses, right? Than Dark Souls, which is basically just a dodge roll and an attack, right? Much more basic. You know what I mean? It's still more advanced than World of Warcraft, but it's still much more basic.
Yeah, that they have to orient everything into Cronstones, and that's where I felt like they kind of lost their way. But you know, it's a game I've invested.
NMP says he's the best gamer in OTK. That's because NMP is, let's be honest, NMP has his own set of disabilities. The dude's in defeat. Okay, it is. You got to be light on it. He's gonna say some stupid shit. It is what it is. You accept it. You just smile and say, "Okay, Timmy." You know, in this case, Nikki.
Invested so much time and I still like it, but you know, it doesn't really hold my attention like it used to. Anyway, catch me on stream sometime. We'll hang out and I'll keep you posted in what all
if you never actually stream,
keep experimenting with different things in terms of money making, AFKing stuff. Not everything pans out because so much is outdated and you know, left in the dust, but you know, pretty happy with my progress. And you know, I need to liquidate at least like 40-50 bill worth of items, otherwise I'd have a much
So do I just don't want to do it because I'm too busy AFKing.
Larger cash stack. I'm just letting my cash stack come purely from like fishing for the time being, but otherwise, you know, haven't been liquidating too much. We'll get on it eventually. All right, anyway,
eventually it'll get done. There's no sense of urgency anymore, and that's the biggest problem with the game, man. Here's the video here. I actually love it. That he made. I love videos like this. I love like watching videos like this because I'm a professional yapper. But also, I like that he said he was going to make an updated worker guide because he and I are the only two people that actually have worker empires and know how it works. And I don't want to do it again. So, yeah. Good that he wants to do it. I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but if he's going to do it, then thank God. We're good. We're good. I trust his opinion. He can make a really good guide on it.